Everybody loves a good show, and the after party is where we tap in and celebrate that show. Imagine that life is the show.
Join us, Tam and Portia, at the after party where we'll celebrate life. The good, the bad,
and the ugly. This is where things get real, because that's life, and we're going to keep it real.
If you want to laugh and cry and be real, this is the show for you.
Come party with us.
Hey, Tam.
Hey, Portia. Hey, party goers.
How y'all feeling tonight? I'm so glad we're here.
Just in case you want to know, I feel amazing. I don't
Oh,
know.
period. And I'm wonderful. So there's that. Sam and Portia will tap into healing over thinking minds, okay? This is an episode about how we allow our mind to drift, shift, and move all around to the point of not trusting ourselves at the end of it all. So grab your drinks and tap in.
Tap in with us. And listen, y'all know we have a cocktail of the episode. So here we are with our green tea shots.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers, Portia.
Cheers. Clink, clink, clink,
clink, clink, clink.
That is so good. Refreshing. It feels light.
Very delicious. I don't even like dark liquor, but that is pretty darn good.
Period. All right. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to karaoke break. Okay.
Karaoke break.
Listen to this song with us in groove.
At 5 in the morning, I wake up to 5 for my yearnings. The fear in my mind is a warning. Pray to the one you're relying. I've been wandering all day. I tried to be fine, but I can't be. The noise in my mind wouldn't leave me. I tried to get by, but I'm burning. And behind my mind, it runs. All these thoughts have troubled me. Fighting to give up my pain. Fighting to be on my lane. My mind running to the other side. When it's time to leave my life, then it tries to take me out. Tell you what I need. Right, yeah. I really need time now. I need to free mind now. I really need my now. I need to free my mind now. I really need time now. I need to free mind now. I really need my now, yeah. This is the peace that you cannot buy. Send me in love that you cannot mix. One is the joy that you cannot waste, and the other one price that you cannot fix.
Yes.
Yes. I didn't even know what this lyrics were.
Exactly, right? It's, the accent and all or whatever. I didn't know either. I knew the name of the song and I knew some key parts that I could understand. When I looked up the lyrics, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, yes, this is my mind.
Your mind, my mind, because I'm a professional overthinker.
Listen.
Okay. I got it down.
Pat, okay? Yes, that was dope. Shout out to Tim.
So good.
And let's get to it because let's party.
Let's party.
Oh. All right. So today's topic is talking about my mind, the overthinking. Okay. According to BetterHelp.com, overthinking disorder. Did y'all know it was a disorder? Because
I didn't know it.
Listen. Overthinking disorder may not be an official diagnosis, but overthinking can be a symptom of various mental health disorders, particularly anxiety disorders, stress, anxiety, perfection, and negative thoughts patterns can all contribute to overthinking. Now, listen, I already know that's true because your girl, I've been in all them categories.
Okay. That perfectionism is like out at me, because that thing is crippling. It will keep you from doing the things that you want to do because it
Sure.
has to be perfect. And so
Yeah.
you won't even move forward because you're looking for perfectionism. That one right there,
Yep.
that
Yep.
one is serious. It got me shook already.
Yeah, it is so, so serious. Yeah, perfectionism is a huge one for me too, because it causes me stress and anxiety because I be trying to be perfect and have all the things together. And I
Hmm.
be over here when I don't accomplish the perfectionism, then I have the negative thoughts that I'm not good enough,
Ooh.
that I'm not worthy enough, that I'm not,
Mm.
and then just continuously go down this rabbit hole, right?
And
Um,
it puts you in a fear mindset. And I talk about that a lot. A lot of times we're moving in fear because of this perfectionism thing. Like, if
mhm.
you don't feel like you know exactly what you're doing, it keeps you from being able to move forward, and that is fear.
Yes, yes, for sure.
Stress and anxiety are likely to be two of the most common causes of overthinking.
Mm,
Stress can further amplify the cycle of overthinking, as worrying tends to breed more worrying. Try to recognize when your mind begins to spiral downward and take measures to prevent it from taking control. Cause your mind be playing tricks on you.
it definitely does, and that worrying part, child.
Worrying keep you up all night.
Oh my gosh, you like literally can't shut your mind down. You have nights like that.
Most of my nights are like that. I told you that I don't sleep well. And it is because my mind is constantly going.
Yeah,
I'm worried about this, that, and the third thing. Please don't let me wake up and see some notification about an accident nearby me, a shooting nearby me. Now I'm like, when the last time my kids posted, are they all right? Like, that worrying,
yeah,
stress, the anxiety that it causes, it will make you miserable at night. You be so exhausted
yeah,
all the
yeah.
time because you're not sleeping properly, because your mind is just going.
Running.
Oh,
Yeah, even to that worrying, breeding more worrying is so real because you be thinking you finna like, oh, I could cut this off at this point. No, it just keeps piling on. So what you used to just worry about, which was your kids, now you
mm-hmm,
worry about, okay, other people and all these other things, and it just
mm-hmm.
spirals out of control to the point that it paralyzes you
Whew,
into that fear place, like you were saying,
mm-hmm,
because now you're fearful of every little thing. Now, even if I walk out my door and I run into a neighbor or something, are they gonna try to hurt me? It ain't even, you know what I'm saying? It's like
yeah.
everything, and this is normal everyday life that we're experiencing. But now everything is, we're like hyper vigilant. It's not good because you worried about something happening. But how often has it actually happened? That's the
Mm. That's a
how
whole other
often has
thing.
it
Like,
happened to
ain't
you?
nothing happening, but you worried
You worried
every
about the
day that it is
possibility.
gonna happen.
It's the possibilities. Like, but it hasn't happened to you. So why are you
Mhm.
worried about stuff that ain't even happened to you?
I mean, worrying about money, bills, relationships, the children, the job. Oh my goodness, did I send that email? Wait a minute, I
Yep.
think
Yep.
like all of that. When you settle down at night, that is like the enemy. It's like your mind just immediately goes to that place. And
Yeah.
I can't wait to figure out how to fix this. This is something that definitely needs to be healed.
Yes, yes. And for
I would
those,
like to have a good night's rest without drugs.
ooh, and that's so many people's life. It's not even funny.
Hmm.
Like, it's so many people that have to self medicate in order to have a good night's sleep or
Hmm.
to even get to sleep. I know I've been in the bed many a times and my mind is just racing, even to the point that I feel like my eyeballs be like,
Uh huh. Uh
and
huh.
I'll be like, stop. Like,
Right.
um, but yeah, and I don't know. It just be like all the things that I didn't do, all the things that maybe I did and I messed up, or like you said, it's just constant stress and anxiety. Yeah, we got to do things to prevent this. We definitely got to do things to prevent this because it's all self-induced.
Okay.
It's all self-induced. Like,
I
why
mind you, your own worst enemy is you. Because
you
other people ain't even thinking about the things that you thinking about. You worried about what they thinking and they ain't thinking jack. They sleep.
nope.
Resting peacefully. They didn't disturb your peace.
And
They
they
ass is sleeping. Yeah.
sleeping. Okay.
Like a baby.
The next thing is the perfectionism. Perfectionism can be another major factor in overthinking. By attempting to control every detail and outcome, you may get caught up in thinking about things that cannot possibly be controlled or are outside of your power. Once you can break free from what might seem like an endless cycle, it can help to remind yourself that striving for perfection is usually unrealistic and impractical. They don't have to read my life like that. I didn't ask for this.
First of all, I would like to say that I am perfect. Okay, let's start there. But also I'm not.
Oh God.
The thing is that it's the Virgo in me. I want everything to be so. I'm going over every detail with a fine tooth comb. And if it doesn't pan out, I'm shook. I'm freaking out. Even to the point of starting this podcast. For years, I've been saying I wanted to do it. And fear and the thought of being perfect. How do you begin? What do you need to do? And blah blah blah. Instead of just going for it, because shit, so many people got podcasts that should not, ain't talking about nothing. Okay. Anyway, the point that I'm making here. The point that I'm making is that instead of just going for it and believing that I do have something to say, I'm crippled by the fear that I won't be perfect and
Yeah.
therefore I will be judged. And I'm always thinking that people are expecting me to be perfect. And the minute I make a mistake, I'm freaking out. I didn't start the lives for that very same reason. You know, you were like, what are you waiting on? And I was like, what if nobody wants to hear what I have to say? Look at the people wanting to hear what we have to say, but the fear was keeping me crippled.
Yep.
Even after I've been saying this is what I want to do, the whole reason for growing my following is so that I could do that. And then I'm still saying, but
No, it's
because it
not.
has to be perfect instead of just going for it.
Yeah, that whole attempting to control every detail and outcome. Oh my God. I told y'all this before. Like, I can be very calculated to an extent, to the point it is paralyzing. It is because I'm either an all or nothing type girl. Generally, I am learning how to muddle in the middle.
Okay.
Meet myself where I at, and opposed to setting unrealistic goals for myself. And I'll be like, I could do it, I could do it, I could do this, I could do that. And like, and
You
because
can't do it all.
and to the point that I don't get nothing done because I'm so overwhelmed with the thought of being perfect. And I get caught up in that. I literally get caught up because I want to control every little detail. I have a controlling personality, but I can't do anything. And I realized, girl, and then a whole year passed. I was like, if I would have just did this last year when I said I was going to do it, instead of waiting for the perfect moment and the perfect situation and circumstances, I would have been done a whole year ago.
Let me speak to that about I could have just did this a year ago if I had just me and my former best friend. We had this idea 20 years ago. The idea was to be a personal shopper for people, to go out, do their shopping, groceries, and all of that. And then boom, Instacart. We had that idea 20 years ago. Do you know I wouldn't even know y'all because I'd be so stinking fucking rich if I had just done what I said I wanted to do instead of operating in fear.
Yeah.
And having to be perfect.
Yeah.
You know, we done been writing down the plan, how to execute it instead of just going out there and offering the service and doing it. I also had the idea almost 30 years ago to provide lunches for people to either pick up their lunches or to sell lunches and pack lunches, like all the things that you're seeing DoorDash and all of these places. Like, this is what I had thought of before there were any apps and all of these things. And if I had just done it,
Yep.
And I'm sure that a lot of people have very similar stories. And the whole thing that we telling you is you ain't got to be perfect, but you do got to do it. Go out there and do the shit.
Do it. Just do it. Stop overthinking it. Like, God gave you the vision. He told you what to do, even if you don't know the next step.
Right.
Do what he said do. We just talked about this, the obedience of it all. Because what would happen is he gave it to you. You didn't utilize it. You buried it. You kept it to yourself, just like the parable about the talents. And you're going to lose out. And he's going to bless somebody else with it.
Because they were obedient and they just started. You have a vision, do it.
Do it. Do it. Don't get caught up on trying to control every little thing. You may not understand all of it yet, but there will come a time. When I started my podcast, I listened to a bunch of podcasts, and somebody had asked a question to the people, and they was like, what do you need to start a podcast? It's like, it's super simple. We're shooting. They had 3 different iPhones set up in the room as their cameras. We're shooting on an iPhone. We started off real lowly, meek. Like, obviously, the more advanced you get, you can amp up. But to start, it's just as simple as using the tools that are at your fingertips.
Yeah.
We get caught up in, well, I need this kind of camera. I need this kind of setup. I need this. It's not that deep. It's really not.
It's really not. And if you don't want to be visual, you don't even need that.
That part. You don't even need that. You don't even need that. So don't get caught up. Don't overthink it. If it's something you want to do, it does not have to be perfect. I talk about this girl often that I follow on social media. She started off making, what was it? Father's Day baskets. And she literally go in Dollar Tree, throw some stuff in a Dollar Tree basket, wrap it up, and say she's selling it for $30. She started doing wreaths for Christmas. Same thing. You can still see the glue. You can see the green wreath part that you glued the stuff on. It looked terrible. Terrible. And I was like, who paid for this tacky shit? And people were in her comments when she posted, oh, I want one. Oh, I want one. Oh, I want one. While we sitting here being hypercritical of what her product is and what she's presenting. And I'm like, I could have made that and it would look like you bought it from Macy's.
Yeah.
It would look like you bought it from Von Maur. But I didn't make it. I have the capability of doing it, but I didn't do it. But she did. And look, she's reaping what she sold into. So instead of being hypercritical of people and you wanting to be so perfect, because I'm like, well, I would want to have this type, that type, and these type of options and all this type of stuff. Just do it with what you have. Use what you can and start.
You got to start. But you have to start. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
You cannot be worried about if it is perfect to start because you can perfect it over time. Exactly. Listen, the ideas for the podcast is better in season 2 than it was in season 1. The details are better in season 2 because you are learning. You're constantly learning. You're constantly getting better. And so if you don't start anywhere. First of all, a lot of stuff in life you learn by trial and error. It is not because you just sat there and dreamed it to be perfect.
That
So if
part.
you don't begin somewhere, how can you ever perfect it?
You have to start somewhere. Don't overthink and set realistic expectations and make it practical for where you are in that moment. Just do all the things that you can do. Perfection is an illusion, period.
Mm,
You will never be perfect.
yeah,
Will you be excellent in it? Yeah.
sure.
You can grow to there. Leave room for growth.
Mm.
Period.
Okay, we could stay on this. We could
I'm
stay
telling
right
you.
here for the duration of this podcast, but we must move on.
Yes.
And so, with that, negative thought patterns, okay, negative thinking patterns may contribute to overthinking as well. If you have experienced trauma in the past or have deeply ingrained negative beliefs, it may take time and effort to break the habit of overthinking.
Mhm.
Practicing mindfulness and challenging negative thoughts can combat these thought patterns. And this goes back to what we were talking about being perfect,
Yeah.
because you're already telling yourself it's not going to work, it's not going to be good because you have not perfected it. Layer on top of layer on top of layer, stinking thinking. It was some show that he used to say, stinking thinking.
Mhm.
Like, you are your own worst enemy, you
Yeah.
and your thought patterns.
Yeah. 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 And what people have told you about you.
Oh.
Like, you've allowed people to speak over your life, speak into you, tell you you're gonna be just like him or you ain't nothing like her. And the comparison, all of that stuff kills. And those are all negative thoughts. It's just a little monkey on your back, just constantly gnawing at you.
Mm-hmm.
That is not a good thing. Trust and believe me, I have been there. I still go there sometimes. I
Mm-hmm.
still frequently visit. Hey, remember me? Like, yeah. But it's not a good place to be in. It really can contribute to your overthinking because you always think with the negative thoughts, you attach it to, oh, well, they gonna think, who am I to be saying something? Who am I
Mm-hmm.
to be doing this? Those negative thoughts, like,
Mm-hmm.
what was that anyway? They don't care. Who cares if they do care? You know what I'm saying? Like, but those patterns of that overthinking, especially if that's another thing. You grew up around people, it really is a generational thing.
Mm-hmm.
You grow up around a family that is always negative or that's used to hearing them say negative things. If it's not even directly towards you, but somebody else, and you see how they operate, and a lot of us internalize stuff. A lot of us take things and that's what we're learning from all the people that we're around. So if you
Mm-hmm.
got many people that's around that's super negative, nasty, and don't never have nothing nice to say about anybody, then how you think you're gonna think about people and yourself? And like, it's just not cool. It's a pattern for a reason. Gotta break the cycle.
And it really sucks. It really sucks because, again, you are keeping yourself from greatness because you already have the I can't do it
Yep,
mindset. You already have the it's not going to be like theirs. It's not supposed to be like theirs. It's supposed to be like yours. You
yours.
are comparing yourself to others and setting yourself up for failure. Your thing could be even greater because they love you just for who you are and
Yep,
for what you bring to the table. You're
yep,
worrying about being these other people.
yep,
Worry about being yourself, the best you that you can be. And these
yep,
negative thoughts is not going to help you get there.
yep. At
Leave
all.
that stinking thinking behind. I feel like such an old person saying stinking.
Stinking thinking. I love that though, because that's really what it is.
It
It's
really is.
helping you grow. It's not helping you advance, and it keeps you stagnant. It keeps you in
Mm-hmm.
a place. It keeps you in a box. Like, oh,
Absolutely.
I can't get this promotion They don't want to, because I ain't, you know, even
Mm-hmm.
though you show up to work on time, you're a hard worker, your work ethic is great, all of that, you're qualified for it. But also, no, not me. What?
Have
What?
you ever started a new job? You know this job, you know how to do the job, but it's a new environment with new people, and
Mm-hmm.
you be so nervous walking into the door instead of walking through that door like, this my shit. I know my shit. Instead, you nervous as I don't know what.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Cause
Every
them negative thoughts in your head. What if they don't do it the way that we did it at my old firm? And
Yep.
what if they did it the way that you did it at the old firm, you'd still be at the old damn firm, okay? Listen, they hired you because you have something that
Yeah.
they need and that they want. And you over here about to talk yourself out of a good thing.
Yeah. 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 No negative thoughts, y'all. Break those patterns.
Break
It
it.
don't have to be one. Okay. Generalized anxiety disorder, overthinking could also be a symptom of generalized anxiety disorder, which is a mental illness characterized by constant and uncontrollable worrying, even when there's no reason behind it. Generalized anxiety disorder may also occur alongside other conditions such as social anxiety disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, and panic disorder. Treatments for this mental health condition might include relaxation techniques and talk therapy. I'll be transparent and vulnerable, not
Okay.
humble, open, and transparent. I was diagnosed with anxiety disorder, and I believe it is like a generalized anxiety disorder because it's definitely caught up in the perfectionism of it all. When I became a wife and a mother, it like skyrocketed for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was definitely comparing myself to other people, and I'm like, everybody looks so happy and like
Mm-hmm.
being a mom and being a wife is just like a breeze, and I'm over here like drowning. I feel like I'm like not doing all the things. Like, how are y'all managing all this? Because I'm not managing. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
managing. And so I had a lot of anxiety around that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was overthinking about it all the time, even to the point like I was obsessive to a point of asking my partner all the time, like, do you like this? Is this okay? Is it like wanting the approval even of my children?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna overly love on you and be affectionate towards you because I want you to love me back, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And it's like any little thing that's out of place, or if I don't get the response that I want, my anxiety going up even more. Because
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, I'm not doing it right. I'm messing up. Like, it's just
Mm-hmm.
a lot of
Mm-hmm.
stuff with that. And it very much so can be compulsive. But again, it puts me in a state of not getting shit done. Because you just keep going and going and going in this cycle.
Got me
Like,
going in circles.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. I suffer from anxiety. It's a work in progress. I am doing things differently now, doing my best to put in little checkpoints for myself in order to not go down that rabbit hole of
Mm-hmm.
generalized anxiety disorder. It's not an easy thing. Yeah, it's not. It's not.
I haven't been diagnosed with anxiety, but I think I feel like I'm suffering with it now.
Mm,
And I didn't, I've never really felt this way before.
mm-hmm.
And I will feel sometimes I'm having like heart palpitations. I'm
Yeah.
like on edge all the time. And there's no real reason behind it. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, general life shit, but it's like it's not anything major happening in my
Right.
life. But I feel like, especially when I go to bed at night, I have no idea why the night do me so dirty. But
Yeah.
at night is when I'm going through it for sure.
Do you ever get a full night's sleep?
Huh?
Do you ever get a full night's sleep?
Barely. And not without a substance. Sleeping pill, some other greenery. I have to have something liquored up, something. Even if I go out drinking all night, I still take sleeping pills when I get home.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't, and even with that, I don't always sleep through the night. I will, if I get up to use the bathroom, that's it. I'm looking at the room, I'm scrolling on TV, I'm doing everything but sleeping. And I've had this issue forever. As far back as I can remember, I do not sleep. I have to have the TV on. I can't sleep in the silence because in the silence, that's when I'm doing the most thinking. So if the TV is not on, the radio is not playing, my mind is just going. I'm literally up staring at the ceiling all night long. If you turn the TV off, after I fall asleep, if you turn the TV off, I sit straight up for the longest time. And I'm still that way for as far back as I can remember.
Yeah.
I've never actually told the doctor that either. I don't want them to think I'm crazy, so close your mouth.
I don't think they're gonna think you're crazy. I think a lot of people deal with that. I used to be a person that needed to go to bed with the TV on too. I definitely feel like it was more fear-based of being in the silent room. I definitely was. I can remember when we was kids, my mom turned off the TV at a certain time, but as I grew up, I started sleeping with the TV on. I may have put a timer on at some point and let it cut off once I'm, in a deep sleep, a deep enough sleep. But as an adult, I still used to put the TV on up until I had children because they were in my room. And I was like, I don't want to disrupt their sleep. Look at me caring more about their sleep than my own damn sleep. I don't want to disrupt their sleep. So I wouldn't turn the TV off. So it would take me time to get used to going to sleep like that without anything, like nothing. But now I have no problem going to bed with nothing on. Like I can go to bed in the dead of silence, and I really don't have a problem. Like my anxiety doesn't keep me up all night because I feel like I'd be so damn tired with 2 small children. And when I was a wife, shit, I didn't have time to be trying to be not going to bed. I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. I fall asleep. But my anxiety is definitely heightened soon as I wake. I mean, immediately when I wake up, it's like, oh, here go all the stuff flooded. My mind is flooded instantly.
But not at night when you're trying to go to sleep. You're not thinking.
No, sometimes my mind is racing when I'm trying to go to sleep. But I kind of be like, okay, cool, whatever. I calm down. I've never had to take a sleep aid or anything to help me go to sleep because I feel like I just be that damn tired. Like I don't have nothing else to give. Let me take my ass to sleep. But sometimes it is hard for me to go to sleep because my mind is racing, and I just try to quiet it down. Like, hey, I need to go to bed. Stop it. And that's even more as recent, I feel, than anything because I have been so stressed out and so overthinking all of my damn life choices. If I would have just stayed, god damn it. It's just a lot of that. And like, what's the next day gonna bring? Don't pray and worry, okay? Ain't that a song? I don't know if that's in the Bible for sure. If I'm gonna pray and ask God to give me peace and rest, I'm gonna need to lean on that more so than these racing thoughts. God dang, I don't know.
Yeah, but the thoughts be winning. And sometimes I don't even know. It's not any one set The thoughts just be thoughting. You know what I'm
Overthinking. You be going down. Let me open this door and this door. Oh, I forgot about this door.
Right. Well, what about this? But if I do this, then what about that? It's just like, I have been that way. So when I was in my late teens, very early 20s, I slept to music.
Mm-hmm.
And I had I had a headboard with a stereo built in.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, that thing was sweet, right? I would put in, had a 5 disc CD change. I put all the CDs in, and I would go to sleep. Music right in my ears.
Yep.
And then I met my ex-husband, and I remember the first night he spent the night with me. He was like, "Oh, no. I'm not about to be able to have this right in my ear." And I was like, that's the whole reason why I bought this thing, so it could be right in my ear.
Right.
So when he was there, the compromise was the television.
Okay.
Because it wasn't right in his ear. But I had to have noise.
Period.
So, but once I started with the TV, I couldn't sleep no other kind of way. So now, God bless the man that comes in my life. Hopefully he can sleep with the TV on, because I cannot sleep without it.
Yeah, I guess the TV can serve as some sort of white noise, right?
Well, people talk about white noise, but white noise don't work for me. It has to be the TV. And I literally have to find something good to watch to fall asleep on. It's not like just any old thing could be playing.
I used to fall asleep to MASH playing on the TV when I was younger.
I hated that. That was
like that music.
That music, God. But that's because we didn't have a whole lot of TV choices late at night.
Programming.
Exactly.
Especially at that time of night, like it's time to go to bed.
Exactly. And you remember TV used to go off at a certain time.
No, I don't remember that, but I've heard about.
Like, once again, here we go. The old jokes. Somebody out there in TV land knows what the fuck I'm talking about. TV land. No, I don't. You ain't have to say that. You just could have said, yeah. Anyway, moving right along. The shade. Yeah, so there was a time where TV went off at a certain time of night, and it would just be snow and white noise, which was also very scary for me.
I know. I mean, especially with the Poltergeist, I'm sure.
Well, Poltergeist, came on after that. For me, it was even more scary after that came out, because now I'm like, is it something in the TV? Shit, I don't know. But I don't know where all of that has stemmed from. But my mom also sleeps with the television on. Yeah, so I don't know if it's just a thing, but she definitely sleeps with television on.
Yeah, I can do it with it or without it.
I mean, if maybe, when that husband comes along and come and claim me, maybe he can rock me to sleep. I don't know. Oh, okay.
That sounds nice.
There are also consequences to your health, according to studies. Overthinking may increase your risk of experiencing physical health issues like headaches, stomach aches, and sleep disruptions. These psychological symptoms can occur due to the tension and anxiety that frequently accompany overthinking. Over time, overthinking may also impair your immune system. Your body's stress response is typically triggered when you're anxious or stressed out, potentially generating substances like cortisol, which can weaken your immune system. This can mean that you can become more prone to disease and ongoing health issues. Lord, let me go to the doctor and get this overthinking together.
I'm telling you.
I'm going to get sick.
I don't want it. I don't want it, Jesus.
My immune system is breaking down
slowly
every day.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that we're making ourselves sick?
Bruh.
Overthinking. No wonder my nose was running, and I had to go to the emergency room that day on the daggone live. I'm making myself sick.
Overthinking. That's crazy. You didn't worry yourself so much. You didn't have so many negative thoughts, feelings, emotions, and stuff attached to this overthinking that you have now deteriorated your body.
Baby, that's saying worry yourself to death.
Yep.
That's where this come from.
Yep.
You
Exactly.
don't worry yourself to death.
To death do you part.
Jesus Christ. I'm
It's
gonna do better. I'm definitely gonna do better because ain't nobody got time to be worrying yourself to death.
definitely not. And I love my immune system. And I'm sitting over here psychologically breaking it down. That's crazy.
I never considered. Did y'all know this?
Right.
Dang. Get
But
yourselves together before y'all be sick. Worry yourself to death.
right. That's the same thing that stress is a silent killer. Overthinking.
Yes. The sayings that we have heard our whole life have meaning behind them.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Why don't you stop worrying yourself to death? Shit.
I'm not. I refuse.
Don't
No
do
longer. No more. But don't y'all fret. We got 10 things that you can do to gain control over this overthinking.
Oh shit, let me pay attention.
Like ours, we got you. We got you. One of the things you can do is identify common triggers that may lead to overthinking and develop a plan for coping with them. Okay. So if you know that when something happens, a trigger happens or something like that for you, and you recognize like, okay, and this may be something that will potentially keep you up all night, or that typically does keep you up all night, or have you over there all day in a tizzy, define something to cope with that. Make a plan for yourself previous to the trigger even happening to help you kind of work through this thing so it doesn't cause you to go to the overthinking route.
Engage in activities that nourish your mind and body, such as exercise, good nutrition, and relaxation. That's the reason why y'all exercise. You be feeling so much better because it's releasing all that stress and anxiety.
Yes. Because I started by exercising, I definitely feel the difference. Emotionally, yes, it's definitely a release.
Absolutely.
Like that relaxation part.
We've been mixing our workouts with the Pilates, and I'm telling you that Pilates, just stretching and breathing, because we also talked about how breathing helps with stress.
Yes.
So come on, relaxation and exercise and good nutrition. Listen, y'all gotta eat better.
Yes.
Y'all have to eat better. You might not eat clean all the time, but you should be striving to have a more healthy diet.
Yes.
Especially at this big age, because we already know what clogged arteries can do.
No, I said I ain't got no more years to dedicate to Flaming Hot, child.
Oh shit. Listen, she done told y'all about her love for the Flaming Hot Cheetos, okay? Listen, but if you doing all this exercise and trying to find ways to relax, and you're missing that piece, you clogging your arteries, and you having anxiety, your heart fluttering, it ain't working together, you're gonna worry yourself to death.
Yep. Don't overthink to your grave. Don't do it.
Don't do that.
Another thing, you can practice mindfulness via meditation, breathing exercises, and paying attention to yourself in all of your 5 senses. Okay?
Taste.
Oh, y'all know we can only be serious for so long, child. I don't know. But no, for real, taste is a real thing. Like, pay attention to your total self and be in tune with your body. Take a moment to just breathe through it, like meditate through it, speak some good, positive things towards yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and feel how your body feels when it's in a relaxed state, opposed to being in a heightened state. Like,
Mm-hmm.
pay attention to all the things. Y'all know how
Yeah.
people say they get goosebumps and little hairs, prickle. Like, those are all your body is letting you know. Hey,
Uh-huh.
hey, hey, pain. It's pain sensory. It's letting you
Uh-huh.
know something isn't right. Hey, pay attention to this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we need to do better at doing that.
Absolutely. And take time out of each day for self care activities such as journaling, reading, listening to music, etc. Whatever those things are that
Yeah.
you take time out for, start doing that, because y'all know that this is my healing journey and I am not currently dating. Well, by the time this airs, I'll be dating again, hopefully. I mean, if it comes along. Anyway, the point I'm making, stay focused, everyone. The point that I'm making is that during this time, I have been spending a lot more quiet time journaling, reading, listening to music. I can go the entire day and not turn the TV on. In fact, today the TV has not been on once. And
Mine,
TV is like one of my favorite things.
me
The
too.
TV has not been on all day. And when I finish this and I go upstairs to bed, before I turn the TV on, I will read the Bible, I will read my book, and I will do a little bit of journaling
Yeah.
before I turn the TV on. It's just become a part of my pattern. And
Yeah.
child, I've been busy. Listen, the after party got a lot of things going on. Okay, we're working on a lot of things. We got a lot of balls in the air, and
Mhm.
I've been busy, so I haven't had the time that I normally would have to watch television. And then on Sunday, she rests, baby. I slept all day this Sunday.
Listen, that relaxation, okay? And I love that. Yes, I actually wrote in my planner this week to set a goal for me to journal at least 3 times this week. Just getting in those habits of these good things to
Mhm.
help you kind of manage this is
Mhm.
really good. Just set small goals for yourself, whatever that
Mhm.
looks like, to do the little things that you can and build these new habits to get you out of this overthinking, child, because we're not doing
Mhm.
it no more. Okay.
We not.
Um, Another thing you can do is avoid making assumptions or jumping to conclusions.
I could just run around this goddamn room right now. Because let me tell you something what Tam is gonna do. She gonna jump to conclusions and she gonna make assumptions. Damn it. Okay.
Every
She
time.
gonna do it.
Listen, it's so easy to do that. Okay. It's like connected to your negative thoughts of yourself and feelings. So it's just like, wait, they didn't what? Oh, wait, they must be. Oh, like,
Uh-huh.
and
All
instead
of
of
that.
just asking or communicating and figuring out like what it really is, that made a whole world, and it's not even that.
It's
It's
not even
just
that.
we created a whole world that doesn't even exist off of
I
an assumption and jumping
listen,
to a conclusion.
it is such a it can be such a dark space to be in.
Yeah,
I just told somebody that do not leave me to assume, because I will create a whole story and a whole scenario in my mind. And after I've done that, it's nothing you could tell me that's going to make me believe you over the thoughts in my mind.
yeah,
I don't care how plausible whatever you told me later on, sounds. I'm still gonna be like, but
yeah,
went missing for 5 hours. I know,
yep.
Um, and the other thing that I do as far as assumptions and jumping to conclusions, I had this one friend, I drove the man crazy because he would sell me something. That shirt only came in black. And I would say, so you don't like my shirt? He didn't say that. He said, that shirt only came in black. And I said, yeah, but what I heard you say was, you don't like my shirt.
Yep,
It's a very vicious cycle,
yep.
but also he would be like, so this is a Tamism right now? Like, this is Tammy thoughts. Because I didn't say that. And
Yeah.
I'm like, it is.
Yep. Yep.
It is. But I know I do it. And so that's why I say it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
otherwise it would just be stuck in my head and that it would drown me. Because I
Yes.
would be stuck in that. If I
Yep.
say it out loud, then you can confirm or deny what
Yep.
I've said, and then I know how to move forward. But
Yep.
as long as I'm thinking it, I'm just thinking it, right? So,
Mhm.
ugh,
Yep.
overthinking.
Overthinking. Overthinking.
Set goals that are achievable, attainable, and motivating.
Mm-hmm.
What is your motivation?
Mm-hmm.
If you have motivation, I feel like it can help some of this,
No,
because
for
at least
sure.
you have something to work toward. And if you let go of the perfectionism,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you have something that you can move toward instead of being stuck in your own thoughts, right?
Yes, for sure. Also, focus on the positives in life and practice gratitude. Okay.
Hashi Tashi.
Like Tashi. Okay. If we hyper focus on the positive things and give God the thanks for his greatness, the blessings, all of the things, we would be not able to even go down that road of overthinking,
Mhm.
because you will be filled with so much happiness, joy, positivity that it will be hard for you to even think about the what
Mhm.
ifs and maybe they and whatever. Like, no,
Exactly.
no, no. Hyper focus on these positive
On the
things.
positives,
Practice gratitude.
practice gratitude. Spend time with friends and family who support you and help you stay positive. This one is tricky for me.
Oh God.
Not not all bad, but
Mm-hmm.
I think I had mentioned to you earlier that there is a content creator that I follow, and she said that when she got really serious about content creating,
Mm-hmm.
she the first thing she did was block all of her family and friends
Mm-hmm.
because she wanted to be free of their judgments, and they wasn't supporting her anyway. And
Mm-hmm.
so this is the reason why this is tricky for me, is because family and friends, it be your own people. They
Mm-hmm.
sometimes are the ones that are not fully supporting you, and or they'll be like, "Oh, that's amazing that you have a podcast," but also they not subscribed, they ain't watching, they have not seen not one episode of my podcast,
Yep.
not one. So that's why I say this one is tricky. It's not that I don't think that they support me at all, but what their support, what how it looks to them and how I need it to look for me doesn't always align.
Yeah. I understand that. I get that. And I actually I can empathize with that because I have felt that same way
Mm-hmm.
before about family and friends or whatever. But some people, even if people don't acknowledge it all the time that
Mm-hmm.
they see you. Even though you may not understand it fully, you still support me in this way. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I I I I can take that. But also, I mean, I've been out with my best friend and we'll be in a group of people and she like, oh, my sister, she got a podcast and she knows she love to talk. Listen to what she got to say because she got stuff
Mm-hmm.
to say. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? I be like, girl, you put me on blast. Now I feel pressure because people
Uh-huh.
are at me like, do she really got something to say? And now I
Right.
feel like I gotta show up. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But no,
right.
it's a beautiful thing though, when people can love on you and support you through
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is that your endeavors are. And
Mm-hmm.
when they don't, That's okay too.
Drop and block them. Anyway.
I was going to say fuck them, but I don't know.
Well, that too. And like I said, because I made sure to say their support doesn't look like what I need it to look like, right?
Exactly.
So maybe they are supporting me in some way, but the things that I feel like would best support me in this, they're not doing. So they may tell somebody that I got a podcast, but if you yourself is not even watching, how you gonna encourage somebody else to watch? I mean, I digress. Anyway.
But I'm
gonna call these motherfuckers tomorrow. Okay. Anyway.
Whoa. Okay. So also you can seek professional support if necessary, such as counseling or online therapy. Y'all already know how we feel about therapy. I just recently found my mom a therapist. I'm super excited for her to start her therapeutic journey. And to have that professional support, sometimes that means the world to people because again, it's unbiased, it's no judgment, and they don't really know you until they get to know you. Even then, they still have their professional hat on. So it should never cross that line of feeling like you're inferior because they're helping you process your feelings and emotions, and you don't want to go in this overthinking thing. Let them help you through the stress.
Let them help you.
You
take breaks from the activity that is causing you stress or worry and take time for yourself. You can't really take a break from your stress.
I know, but God has commanded me to, whatever that looks like. Mm-hmm. He literally told me every 2 weeks. Literally.
Okay.
I was like, God, how?
He said he already gave you a way. Let them stressors be together while you go.
Exactly.
But he been made provision for you. It's just that we be in our own way.
Being hard-headed, feeling like, no, I can't. I don't got time. If I don't, who will? There goes that negative thinking. There goes that stress and anxiety, the worrying. Why are you, child, chill. If I'm not in control, right, perfectionist, if I'm not in control, then it ain't, everything gonna be out of disarray. No. I've done my part, and go with crispy. Ain't that what they say? I don't know.
Child, listen, normally at this point we would share a story, Portia and I, and this segment is called Who All Gonna Be There. But I feel like we told y'all all our business this whole episode. So you already know who gonna be there. Me and her.
We gonna be there, but also we're not any longer. Because we're stopping this cycle of overthinking.
Today.
Today.
Okay, you. If you overthinking, start doing these 10 things. Go seek help if you need to. Do whatever you need to do to get yourself out of this space. Because as we just said, you're gonna worry yourself to death, okay?
That part. Think about your life. Jesus. Invitation only is our next segment, and you guys know this is where we have a question or letters from our viewers that we read. And today we have a question that I'm really excited to answer. Today's question is, will we ever add a third person? The answer is
hell to the no. I can't see today. I cannot see any reason why we would disrupt. I'm not going to say ruin. I'm going to say disrupt the chemistry that we have already built and what we have been working on. The fact that we be in each other's heads, can finish each other's sentences, and are aligned or not on a lot of these issues. I can't see any reason why we should disrupt that at this time. And so I am saying today, no, we will not add a third.
Agreed. I am saying today, tomorrow, and every other day, no. Our name is the After Party Podcast. Our sub name is TAP, which is T for Tam and P for Portia. TAP. Unless your name start with an A. It's still no.
Because then it would be Tam, Alexis, and Portia. Like, I don't know, whatever, whoever name is A. I just
Alex. No.
So for now and in the foreseeable future, it is just going to just the two of us. Hey, we can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Yeah. And I tell you, you didn't have to overthink that shit. Okay.
We did not. I didn't give it a second thought. And that's funny because I didn't even know that this was going to be the question. But I'm real clear. Anyway, so this is a segment where we like to shine a light on it. And this is the takeaways that we have gotten from this episode. So let's do our best to break the cycle of negative overthinking and enhance our mental health in order to build this new habit. You know what you need to do. Stop overthinking everything. Do better. Try some of these 10 tips that we have given you. Start today. Did you write it in your journal? Were you making notes as we were going along? We gave you a lot of information. Okay, if you didn't take notes, go back and rewatch the episode. We love you guys. Thank you for joining us today.
No more overthinking. Okay. And so, well, that's a wrap. Thank you guys for tapping in with us today. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Share with your people, okay? Let us know what things you'd like to hear from us in the future. If there are any topics you would like for us to discuss, etc., you can email us at tandp@the.afterpartypod.com to ask all of your burning questions and show topics, okay? Be on the lookout for our subscriber-only events. We'll be back with another episode in 2 weeks when we'll be discussing the third stage of healing, which is acceptance. Okay?
Acceptance. Bye, you guys.
Thank
Cheers.
you.